Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they... at the 21. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Sooners are in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that one.
Close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Tootin. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Looking to throw, it's Flood. And they're not on the same page there. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here. I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Texas A&M going quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to throw on third. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wade. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A first down run in the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off play action. Trying to bowl his way in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking to the end zone as we check out the laundry on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Rides the back and leaves it. Still running at the 40. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. And Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Quick release on the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown Sooners. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in the game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer
Sooner.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Quick spin on the ride. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays.
Oh, he's got some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Back to pass, it's Flood. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete on third down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All out of space at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. so good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all three phases.
And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy in the ground.
Dropping back, it's Flood. Right down the middle. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Trying to slam in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. Are forced to settle for 3. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, keep that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football.
Lofts one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Snagged in the middle, it's Curry. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Aggies want to crank the tempo. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place.
Looking to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Flood. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. That's caught. It's Curry. Breaks into the open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And because of this guy's athleticism, you've got to find so many creative ways to let him carry the football. You'll see it on zone reads. You'll see it on draws, designed runs. How about the old-fashioned bootleg run? Let him use his speed out on the perimeter to the right, and he sets off a huge gain.
They'll go up top on second and short. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Turning it on. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Safe completion on the screen. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And the Aggies want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
That's caught. It's Wade. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking down the middle, and incomplete on the deep ball.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
He lost one down the sideline. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long. It's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to...
Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He's got him in the flat. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Evans. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Higgins. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Texas A&M going up tempo. To throw, it's Flood. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some...
Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. The 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Louisville. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to take off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Flood. He'll throw it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown Sooners!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Wade. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Aggies moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires to the middle. Got his man on the right. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Flood. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Handoff to the lone back. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Evans. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Flood. Spins away from the defender. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He's got it and still on his feet. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And the Sooners backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Picks up the first down. He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll try to run for it. Looking for room at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Sooners are on the move. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might be calling a hot route. After run, now throw. And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Flood. Here's the pressure. Moving out of the pocket. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run.
Off and running. The 20. The 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The snap sets up to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Aggies! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down, looking for more. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Hard running there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took...
He's got it inside the 15. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Flips it out to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 right. Season.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Motion from the wideout. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Shoots it to the left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Finds his man. It's Mitchell. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clay. Turning it on. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going. for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Slings it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Lost to throw again. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Quick strike through the air for the score. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. So now it's 2nd and long. And they'll take a knee. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the quarterback takes a knee.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.